Hey everybody, it's Norris with the Norris Group. It is July 19th and it's Friday, and how are you feeling about opportunity zones? That and much more as we cover the biggest headlines in real estate. Up on the radio show and podcast this week, we have Dykes Bottaford. We are happy to announce he will be the Roney Award recipient on September 27th at I Survive Real Estate at the Nixon Library. So we're sort of announcing two things. It's not a secret. He knows it's really hard to get people to travel when they don't know what's happening. So he will be coming out and at I Survive Real Estate this year and getting the award. It celebrates mentors in our industry who have given back, assisting entire generations in getting into the business, which that definitely fits the bill for Dykes. Up on the radio show this week, he talks about how he got in the business in unusual ways, the kind of stuff that he likes to invest in, some of his biggest mentors, and the states where he's most involved. So you won't want to miss that on the radio show and podcast. The National Association of Home Builders reported builder confidence increased 1 point to 65 for new single-family homes. June saw an increase in single-family housing starts. Mortgage rates increased this week with 30-year rates now at 3.81% and 15-year rates at 3.23%. And the U.S. median home price reached a new peak in Q2 of 2019, up 10.8% from the previous quarter and 6.4% year over year. The string of powerful earthquakes that rocked California serves as a reminder that the big one could strike at any time. The big one, of course, refers to the concept of a catastrophic earthquake of magnitude 8.0 or greater that could occur anywhere in California, including the San Andreas Fault, very close to here. Danielle Hale, chief economist of Realtor.com, said that she expects to slow down in the short term in the housing market in and around Ridgecrest, California, which was the epicenter of the earthquake. I think there's still people without water, so there's no secret there. And they're saying that the aftershocks could last a couple of years. So maybe it's a good place to invest, and maybe not. This week, Ford gives us a few good reasons on why tenants and renters should seriously think about home ownership. For one, a consistent payment. We all know once you lock in those 30-year rates, it sure is nice as your income grows for your payment not to. Customizing your space also makes the list, so you can paint that wall the salmon color you've always wanted. You can have a dog. You can do whatever you like when you're calling the shots because you're the owner. Tax benefits, although some of those might be on the chopping block now or in the future, for now, tax benefits are one of the ways and reasons why people decide to do home ownership. Being your own landlord, of course. Building credit is a big reason. And finally, building wealth. A lot of people still don't realize that one of the biggest purchases in their life is real estate, but once they pay it off, it's a nice pile of equity. And since people aren't saving as much for retirement, it's a really nice way to trick people into saving for just that, their retirement. According to U.S. News, size doesn't always matter. Now get your mind out of the gutter. We're strictly talking about square footage of a home. The argument here is that a well-executed and thoughtful floor plan can be more important than square footage. So think about this. How usable is the space? Does it have an awkward shape? Could it make setting up furniture difficult? So I've been studying 3D printed housing forever, and there's a specific printer that does these round shapes, and I'm just so weird. I'm just like, gosh, how am I going to put furniture up against a curved wall? I don't like it. What does the layout look like? No matter the square footage, if the layout is really badly planned, a home may not feel inviting or spacious. So one of the things that I'm looking at with iBuyers and Main Street real estate investors, iBuyers thus far doesn't look like they're going to be breaking down walls and doing a lot of format changes, where value-added Main Street real estate investors really going to probably find more opportunity doing those larger projects. So I agree with this one. So maybe as you're doing renovations, it should be about right size. It's about a great layout. Doesn't mean you have to have additional square footage. It's just really using square footage that you've got really well. Foreign investments in U.S. homes has plummeted over the past 2 years as strong U.S. dollars, threats over trade wars, and a global economic slowdown sort of looms. Foreigners purchased $77.9 billion worth of existing homes from April 2018 through March of 2019, a 36% drop from the previous year and a half, according to the annual report released Wednesday from the National Association of Realtors. By NAR's estimate, total sales to Chinese buyers fell to only $13.4 billion. That's a 6-year low, and less than half of what they spent from 2017 to 2018. So a huge change. Besides deteriorating relationships with China, a strong U.S. dollar and the shifting economic conditions are largely blamed for the showdown. But let's also not forget that China really locked down how much money can go into foreign investments. So there's several different factors looking here, but it's a trend that, especially those along the coast, you'll want to pay attention because you had a lot of foreign buyers driving up those prices over the last 6 years. Opportunity zones were originally devised by the Economic Innovation Group. Opportunity zones were then established by Congress in the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017 to encourage long-term investment in low-income urban and rural communities nationwide. Now, I think they're still working on some of the legislation, and we're actually building a chapter for a September event. We're working with a CPA and attorney to try to get this right and to let you know whether it's a money trap or a really great investment opportunity. Tax benefits aside, there can be a difference between an opportunity zone deal and a typical commercial real estate investment opportunity. The first hurdle to cross is finding a property in a designated opportunity zone and then understanding exactly how much money you have to put in. You have to put substantial renovation dollars into these projects, and it's one of the reasons we're going to be very careful to cover this, because when you're really looking at 1031 exchanges and opportunity zones and other estate planning tools to postpone or avoid paying capital gains taxes, it's just something we want to get right. So we're going to work on that, and I'd love to hear from you. What's been your experience with opportunity zones? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you still up in the air because you don't know what's going on? If you're on YouTube, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a beat. If you're on Facebook, please don't forget to not only like the Norris Group page, but don't forget to add us to your See First list and with notifications on. Leave your comments below the video, and if we miss something, share the story on our comment sections on either YouTube or Facebook, and we'll make sure to include it on our blog at thenorrisgroup.com/blog. We would love to see you out and about. August 6th, Innovative Real Estate Marketing with OC Phoebe. I'll be out there talking about the iBuyer scene, what they're buying in the Orange County area, which iBuyers are in your area, and how to position yourself to compete. August 15th through 16th, we are doing our Florida boot camp. So for those of you looking to diversify into Florida, maybe start your career getting into rentals. It's a really good look at how to get invest out of state. It includes a one-on-one with Bruce. So if you're interested, check out our calendar. More information is there. August 21st, 10 decisions to make before the next downturn with Invest Club, and August 23rd in Innovative Real Estate Marketing with ReRep right here in the Inland Empire. For more information on hard money loans, including fix and flip, buy and hold, accessory dwelling units, and new construction, check out thenorrisgroup.com and hit that hard money tab. For the passive side of investing with hard money, check out that Invest tab where you'll learn about notes, mortgages, and trust deeds. With that, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week.